fuck?
Hello there everybody, it's Gryffinpuff and welcome to a different type of video today. So, I've been wanting to talk about the Star Wars update, The Age of the Rebellion, and I have thought about this long, hard. So, here's what's happening. I was going to talk about everything in the update in one video, and I didn't like how it was together. I didn't feel it flowed well. So I'm just gonna talk about all the things in separate videos so I can talk about things in depth and not worry about it being like super long. And if you're looking for something specific, then you have a specific video to look for, and that I think will be better. So I'm gonna get into talking about, if I can English correctly, the Ewok hunters. So, starting off with the bow for the Ewok hunter. Because of what you saw at the beginning of this video, that bow is OP. So, when you are not in the zoomed in view with the bow, it has an auto lock-on feature. So it will automatically lock on to whoever is closest to the Ewok. And you can just repeatedly fire arrows and not really worry about running out, I think, if you just time them right. I haven't tested enough. I played the Ewok on the different maps and everything, but I just haven't tested the auto on the bow that much to see, so I'm not entirely fully sure at this point. But that exists for the bow. And the zoomed in view that you saw, that is the biggest thing that makes this bow OP. So, getting into that, when you are zoomed in, you have to manually draw back the bow. So all you'd have to do is just hold down the fire button and the Ewok will draw the bow back to a point where he can't anymore, and then it will release automatically unless you release it. But if you pull it back far enough to the point where it's gonna be that release, if he can't hold it anymore, that does 200 damage. He can take out every base infantry class, including the heavy trooper, who has 200 health. That is scary. That is OP. But that's only really when a person is playing them. That's not, the AI doesn't do that. So if you're playing a lot of co-op, you don't have to worry about that feature. I would worry about that feature if you're playing against people in Galactic Assault and Supremacy when that comes out. But yeah, especially if you're like Bosk, I feel that Bosk would have more of an issue with this than Boba, because Boba has jetpack. I'm saying Bosk because he has 600 base health, that 3 shots and an Ewok can take you down. So if you're getting into this game, just be careful with who you play and just try to look out for the little teddy bears. God. Okay, and talking about them in terms of them being the permanent infiltrator for the rebellion, I was kind of in the camp of a lot of people, like, put them as a reinforcement for Endor only. I was in that camp. But we're not getting another infiltrator for the rebellion at all. So we got the Ewok. They are annoying. They are so annoying to deal with. The Wisty Pouch is carried over from Ewok Hunt, and it is so annoying when it's thrown at a doorway you have to go through if you're playing the Empire. It's the worst, because by the time you get through that door, they're all over you, you're losing all your health, and then you're just gonna get taken down like right away, unless you're like a villain. Oh god, it's so annoying. I do like the Hunter's Instinct. It's different to all the other infiltrators in terms of like the scan ability, I'd say, because they carried it over from Ewok Hunt. So you can see which troopers are at full health. You can see which troopers have been damaged. And you can kind of try to aim, like, when you can see who's taken a lot of damage and who hasn't, you can almost aim for the ones that already have damage and take them down really fast. And then see you can track them with the footprints, unlike the other infiltrators. So I like that. Like, that is a fun ability to see and have, because it's different from the others. And then Valiant Horn, that's completely different too. Like, you get a damage reduction. A lot of the other ones, like the other infiltrators don't have that at all. Like, where they get damage reduction, they only really get damage reduction when they roll. And that's really cool. And considering that the Ewok does have less health than the other infiltrators, I think that's a good thing for them. And them just being on the other maps, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I keep touching my glasses because I feel like they're just lying on my face. But I just don't know how I feel about them being on other planets. Like, on Hoth, they don't blend in very well. They stand out. Like, I can see them typically very, very easily unless they're in a trench. The other thing is, like, having them on Tatooine is just a little bizarre because it's a desert planet and they're from a forest, so I don't understand. But we're not getting something else. And then on Death Star 2, it's odd. I don't know how I feel about them being everywhere. It's not like the other things where they're kind of like the Wookiees. Their Wookiees are everywhere for Age of the Republic, and I wish they were just on Kashyyyk because I hate having to clone commandos with the Wookiee. That's kind of how I feel about them. Is that they should just be on Endor, but we're not gonna get something else. Personally, talking about that Wookiee being on every planet for the Age of the Republic, side note, I think they need to be only on Kashyyyk at this point for that era, because the clone commandos with the Wookiees are ridiculous in my opinion. Like, that's a lot of explosive. Seriously, who thought that was okay? But anyways, that's mainly what I had to say about the Ewok. OP bow, abilities work out great for them, and don't know how I feel about them being on other planets. They're, nothing I can do about them being on other planets, but don't know how I feel about it. So, if you guys want to tell me how you like the Ewok or give your thoughts on the Ewok, make sure you leave a comment down below about that. I'll read them, I'll respond to them. So let me know how you like the Ewoks. But with that being said, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you click thumbs up, don't forget your comments, and don't forget to subscribe down below. And I will see everybody in the next video. Bye!